Oh, what? What happened? Ah, fancy. Okay. Hello, guys. Welcome back to another episode. Oh, maybe I need to turn on the volume of my microphone just in case that you guys need me to. Um, okay. Anyway, I don't understand why it looks like automatically someone is watching. I don't know. Probably it's not. It's nobody. Anyway, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm gonna keep practicing my English. Okay, the first thing, I'm gonna be showing you also my notes right here. So you're gonna be able to see it. That's gonna be a new thing. So I'm gonna try to remember as much as I can from yesterday. So uh, our story is about the town, a small town, and the people who live in the town. From a distance? No, from a distance. Okay, I'm gonna write it down. This is what I remember right now. Our story. Our story is about town. Oh, I need to here because sorry for that. Our story is about a town, a small it's funny to read this. Like I've heard people saying a small town, but in this show they say a small town, a small town. Our story is about a town, a small town, and and the people, I'm pretty sure that's what it says, and the people who live in the town. So from there, I'm not quite sure what. So our story is about a town, a small town. Sorry for that. Small town, probably, and the people who live in the town. Sorry. Okay, so our story is about a town, a small town, and the people who live in the town. Is that the way? Yeah, town. From a distance, I'm pretty sure this is from a distance. It presents itself from a distance. I think that's it. I'm gonna check that after this. From a distance, it presents itself. Our story is about a town, a small town, and the people who live in the town. So if I wanted to translate this from English to Spanish, I would say nuestra historia. Our story is about a town. Es sobre un pueblo, a small town, un pueblo pequeño, and the people who live in the town. Y la gente que vive en el pueblo. From a distance, a la distancia. I'm trying to translate literally, but probably there are many other ways to actually say this. From a distance, it presents itself. A la distancia se presenta a sí mismo, because you're talking about the town. So a la distancia se presenta a sí mismo. From a distance, it presents itself like another, not sure, like another small town all over the world. I'm not sure about that. So our story is about a town, a small town, and the people who live in the town. From a distance, it presents itself like another small town all over the world. Like many other small towns, any other small towns all over the world. Okay, our story is about a town, a small town, and the people who live in the town. Keep in mind, recuerda que la palabra live es, no podemos confundirla con live, porque leave significa como salir o irse, dejar. Entonces, leave como una I latina, como la pronunciaríamos en Latinoamérica. En vez de eso, debemos decir live, love. Es como un sonido entre la I y la E, pero no dices left. O tal vez sí, un poco. It's a little bit difficult to explain this, but yeah, we don't say leave, we say live. So yeah, our story is about a town, a small town, and the people who live in the town. From a distance, it presents itself. I have a kind of like a problem saying this one. It presents itself. I can say it slowly, but it presents itself. It presents itself. It presents itself like many other small towns all over the world. And then they describe, ellos describen, also from a distance, a la distancia, it presents itself, se presenta a sí mismo like many other small towns, como muchos otros pueblos pequeños all over the world, alrededor del mundo. So then they used 3 different adjectives, I think. I'm not quite sure. Was it, there one was innocent, but without, I think that was the last one. Innocent, the other one, decent. I remember decent, innocent. I think this is the way you write innocent. Yeah, innocent. Oh, safe. That's the other one. Okay, so just put it here. Safe. Oh, safe. Maybe like this. Save. Like seguro. Save. Decent. Decente. Innocent. So it's funny because the word decent, in my own opinion, I'm not a native speaker, so of course I might be wrong, but oh, fancy, yeah. So like here, you guys can see that I'm saying decent like E, and innocent sounds more like So E, decent, and innocent, not innocent. So innocent, decent, innocent. So once more, safe significa seguro, decent, decente, I get, yeah, decente, and innocent, inocente, of course. Then there was get closer though. Get closer though. I'm still struggling a lot with when trying to use this thought, though, throughout, throw. I think it's kind of like confusing, but I'm pretty sure that this is this is the way you have to write it down. So just making sure the word get closer though. So get closer though. So get closer though means I would say acércate, pero acércate un poco, o pero acércate más, o sí, pero acércate un poco. Get closer though. And you start seeing. No. Seeing, and you start seeing the I don't remember. You get closer though, and you start seeing, what's it? Our story is about a town, a small town, and the people who live in the town. From a distance, it presents itself like many other small towns and all over the world. Safe, decent, innocent. Get closer though, and you start seeing the darkness. No, it wasn't darkness. Get closer though, and you start seeing the, I remember underneath. I remember that. By the way, how do you really pronounce underneath? I feel like not quite sure. So I'm just gonna type it in Google and to see underneath definition. Let's see if it helps. Okay. Under. Oh, okay. So that's interesting. Underneath. It's funny if you try to understand how the pronunciation is. Sometimes it really helps you. And yeah. Okay. So once more. So our story is about a town, small town, and the people who live in the town. Um, from a distance, it presents itself like many other small towns all over the world. Save, um, decent, innocent. Get closer though, and you start seeing the. I don't remember what they said. Okay, well, it's time for me to check and to see how accurate this is. Okay, I just need to close this. And okay, we're just gonna focus on this. Let me see. So, vamos a ver. This is so cool. It's like having a diary. Nobody really has to watch. Probably the person who shows right there that it's watching. Probably is nobody. I really like that. That's really cool. Okay, anyway. So this is chapter number 1. I need to go to chapter number 1. Here. Okay. Okay. Our story is about a town, a small town, and the people who live in the town. From a distance, it presents itself like so many other small towns all over the world, safe, decent, innocent. Get closer though, and you start. Okay, the shadows. Here we go. So the shadows shadows underneath. So get closer though. So basically I got everything right except for this part. Like I wasn't sure if I totally forgot the word shadows, but I was thinking like something dark. So shadows is like siluetas or like sombras. That's the word for shadows, sombras. So shadows means like literally what they're saying is like get closer though, pero acércate un poco and you start seeing y tú empiezas a ver the shadows underneath, las sombras que están debajo. Like, pero so basically the story is like esta es una historia sobre un pueblo pequeño y la gente que vive en el pueblo. A la distancia se presenta a sí mismo como muchos otros pueblos pequeños alrededor del mundo, seguro, decente, inocente. Pero si te acercas un poco, tú empiezas a ver las sombras por debajo. Okay, so what if I wanted to actually, like to get an equivalent of this to make it sound more normal instead of just translating from word to word? So, in my own opinion, I would say something like, esta es una historia sobre un pueblo pequeño y la gente que vive en ese pueblo. A la distancia puede parecer un pueblo como cualquier otro en el mundo, seguro, decente e inocente. Pero si te acercas un poquito, te vas a dar cuenta de la oscuridad te vas a dar cuenta de la oscuridad que hay debajo. Yeah, just like that. Interesting. Okay, once more. Our story is about a town, a small town, and the people who live in the town. From a distance, it presents itself like like many other small towns all over the world. Safe, decent, innocent. Get closer though, and you start seeing the shadows underneath. So I'm gonna try to read it. I mean to say it without reading it. So this is a story. This is a story of it. No, what? Yeah, our story is about a town, a small town, and the people who live in the town. Um, from a distance, it presents itself like many other small towns, like many other small towns all over the world. Get closer. Safe, decent, innocent. Get closer though, and you start seeing the shadows underneath. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna learn new vocabulary. I think I didn't learn anything from here. Oh, the name of our town is Rivendell. The name of our town is Rivendell. Right? Oh, Riven, Riverdale. I don't know what that means. Riverdale. River sounds, of course, it's like Rio. It's like a river, but Riverdale. I don't know. So once more, our story is about a town, a small town, and the people who live in the town. From a distance, it presents itself like many other. Do they use many? Jeez. Let me see. From a distance, it presents itself like many other. Okay, many other. Okay. Our story is about a town, a small town, and the people who live in the town. From a distance, it presents itself like many. I don't know. I want to say so many other. Okay, once more. Um, our story is about a town, a small town, and the people who live in the town. Um, what was I going to say? I just forgot. Once more. Our actually, I can share this in case that you want to. No, never mind. No, I'm not gonna share it. Okay, once more. Our story is about a town, a small town, and the people who live in the town. From a distance, it presents itself like many other small towns all over the world. Safe, decent, innocent. Get closer though, and you start seeing the shadows underneath. The name of our town is Riverdale. Riverdale. Okay, once more. At least if I can do it 3 times, that gives me or makes me feel like, okay, I'm doing great. I already memorized this. And okay, so once more, our story is about a town, a small town, and the people who live in the town. From a distance, it presents itself like many other small towns all over the world. Safe, decent, innocent. Get closer though, and you start seeing the shadows underneath. The name of our town is Riverdale. So that was the second one. I'm gonna try once more. Our story is about a small town. Our story is about a town, a small town, and the people who live in the town. From a distance, it presents itself like many other small towns all over the world. Get safe, decent, innocent. Get closer though, and you start seeing the shadows underneath. The name of our town is Riverdale. River. Huh. Wonder how do you pronounce river? River or river? Not quite sure. So I'm gonna check that. I'm gonna check that. River. Oh, Riverdale. Pronunciation. Riverdale. No, re. Riverdale. Riverdale. Okay, so river, no river. Riverdale. Unless you want to correct me, of course, you are welcome to do that. Oh, by the way, I think I can. Fancier. Now you guys can see my face, my big face now. Okay. Anyway, doesn't matter. Okay, so once more, I'm gonna say it once more, and okay. Our story is about a town, a small town, and the people who live in the town. From a distance, it presents itself like many other small towns all over the world. Safe, innocent, not decent, innocent. Get closer though, and you start seeing the shadows underneath. The name of our town, the name of our town is Riverdale. Okay, I'm gonna continue because I've repeated, many times this. The name of our town is Riverdale. Okay. Sorry for this spaces because like if you're watching like a series or something like TV show or whatever, there are always like these moments where you just like have to watch what they're doing and there's no like there's no dialogues. I think that's the word. Okay. And our story begins, I guess, with. So, and our story begins, I guess. So I'm not going to write that down because I'm supposed to. So can I change the camera? Let me see. Chat. Yeah, okay. Nope. I think I cannot change the camera if I'm doing this. So it's okay. I think it's fine, right? Hopefully it's fine. Okay. Anyway, so our story starts. Let me see. Begins, I guess. And our story begins, I guess, with what the Blossom twins did this summer. Okay. And our story begins with, I guess, begins. Begins. And our story begins with, I guess, no. Okay, so and our story begins, I guess, with what the Blossom. What? Okay, once more. And our story begins, I guess, with what the Blossom twins did this. Sorry for that. Okay, and our story begins. I'm not sure. I'm a little bit confused. Oh, and also I need some. That's way better. Yeah. Okay. This summer, with what the Blossom twins did this summer. This summer, again, this last summer. Probably you guys already heard that many times. Okay. I guess with what the Blossom twins did this summer. Okay. So, and our story begins with what the Blossom twins did this summer. Okay, and our story begins with what this is a difficult one. And our story begins, I guess, with what the Blossom twins did this summer. And our story begins, I guess, with what the Blossom twins, Blossom or Blossoms? No, I think it's Blossom. Blossom twins did this summer. This is a difficult one. Okay, I'm going to try once more. And our story begins with what the Blossom twins did this summer. And our story begins with what the Blossom twins did this summer. Ah, pretty good. So now I'm going to try to go all the way. I should, okay. I think I'm going to take this out of the, just going to put my face. Sorry for that. Probably you're not expecting to see only just my face, but it's a little bit distracting. And of course, I'm about to finish. Don't worry. You won't see my face anymore. Okay. Here we go. Our story is about a small town. No, see, our story is about a town, a small town, and the people who live in the town. From a distance, it presents itself like many other small towns all over the world. Safe, decent, innocent. Get closer though, and you start seeing the shadows underneath. The name of our town is Riverdale. Our story begins, I guess, with what the Blossom twins did this summer. Ooh, that was good. Wow, Carlos, well done. Okay, so once more, I'm gonna try once more. Just once more. I know that I've been streaming for like 26 minutes now. That's not nice. And I mean, it doesn't matter, right? I'm just talking to myself. It doesn't matter. Okay, so our story is about a town, a small town, and the people who live in the town. From a distance, it presents itself like many other small towns all over the world. Safe, decent, innocent. Get closer though, and you start seeing the shadows underneath. The name of our town is Riverdale. Riverdale. Our story begins, I guess, with what the Blossom twins did this summer. Okay, so there you go, guys. This is the way. Oh, you guys can see me? Am I moving too slow? Hello? Okay, it's working. I think it's working. Anyway, I think that this is so cool to be able to just record myself practicing. Hopefully, like I feel like this is I need to move the camera a little bit. Just I feel strange, like I don't know. Anyway, I was just saying that it's super cool that I have the opportunity to actually like to practice and to show you guys the way I practice. Probably is not super interesting, so that's why nobody's going to watch this video or whatever. But okay, is that better? I guess, I don't know. Sorry if you look at me like being so vain and combing my hair or doing my hair. It's just like I feel like since nobody is watching, I feel like it's just fine. Nobody's really going to watch this. But yeah, like I was saying, I think it's really very cool to be able to do this, to be just practicing without necessarily feeling like, oh, I need to satisfy like any kind of or sort of desire from somebody else, if that makes sense. It's just me talking. I could be anyone at this point. I could be like an astronaut. I think that's the word, astronaut. Just talking while they're in the space, just to to not get crazy out there. I could be just myself, talking about anything, just practicing my English. So yeah, It's not a big deal. It's not anything that it's not it's just myself. um yeah, and this is really good. What else can I tell you? um my day has been okay. Oh, I was eating these crackers. I shouldn't eat a lot of crackers because um, then I feel like lately, I'm already 29, so I'm almost 30. Well, not almost, but I'm getting closer. I'm getting closer, and yeah, it's just a matter of time before I start feeling many diseases if I'm not careful with my diet. And especially, like, I think it's not just because I'm getting older. It's just because, it's life, and we get older, and we struggle more and more. So yeah, but anyway, I was drinking coffee. It was a cappuccino. I'm not sure. Um, and yeah, uh, what else? So I'm gonna try to keep doing this all every day. I don't know what's going to happen. Hopefully, it's something that helps me with my English. I wish I could cover more vocabulary, but that would mean that I had to record or to stream for longer times, and I think that's not the purpose. And I mean, I don't know. Again, I think I lose the track, or I just forget that actually I'm just doing this for fun, and that probably nobody's going to really watch. I noticed that. Let me see. I'm just gonna go to YouTube super quick. YouTube. I noticed that some people is like watching my videos, but probably they don't know. They don't understand what I'm doing in these videos, because actually that's not my purpose. So. It's just fine. I think I don't take it seriously, and oh, cool. So yeah, it says that one person is watching right now. It's just myself watching my video. Oh, pasó. No. Okay. Perfect. Yeah. So, um, yeah. Okay, I'm just watching myself right now. Oh, two people are watching. Fancy. So I think I understand now. So the first person is myself here streaming right here. So it's using my um so myself is one viewer, right? And whenever I open YouTube to check my video, then I get two viewers. So that's super cool. Okay, but like I said, if I go to my YouTube channel, um, you're gonna see that last video, which was yesterday, there was like 9, and there are already 9 views. Of course, nobody's really watching, and I mean, I'm okay with that. Seriously, I don't really care. I'm just okay with that. Oh, I forgot this. Huh. Yeah, so anyway, thank you so much, guys, for being here. I would love to talk more and more and more. I think that it's just cool for me to be practicing and knowing that this is going to be like a rehearsal for me, I guess. Because I get to practice, and hopefully over the time, more people is going to be helping me, not like watching my videos just because they're not really interested, to be honest. It's just myself talking. Maybe, I should do one Spanish, but again, I think I'm just not doing what I really want to do, because if I want to make my YouTube channel growing, or to grow, or if I wanted to make my YouTube channel grow, then probably it would be easier if I just, like, teach you Spanish or English, but I'm not really doing that. Not now, maybe later, maybe in another time. But so far, I'm happy with this. Um, And yeah, thank you so much for not watching my videos. Okay, I'm about to finish right now. So I'm gonna keep my notes, and I'll keep uh, breaking down this story, and hopefully it's gonna be good for me. So okay, before I leave, just the last time, let's see if I can remember what I was memorizing. So um, our story is about a town, a small town, and the people who live in the town. From a distance, it presents itself like many other small towns all over the world. Safe, decent, innocent. Get closer though, and you start seeing the shadows underneath. And the name of our town is Riverdale. Our story begins, I guess, with what the Blossom Twins did this summer. Okay, there you go. It wasn't super cool, super better. I mean, super perfect, but I tried. Thank you guys. Bye. What am I thinking? Someone who's not watching. Come on, Carlos, you're crazy.